Welcome, everyone. One of the best ways to prepare for the IELTS speaking test is to see it in action. That's exactly what we're doing today with this complete mock test from Spinta. As you listen, think about what the candidate does well and where they could improve. Afterwards, we'll compare notes with a full performance breakdown. Let's begin.
Good morning. Can you tell me your name, please?
Good morning. My name is Alex Johnson.
Thank you, Alex. And where are you from?
I'm originally from Toronto, Canada, but I'm currently living in Vancouver.
That's interesting. How long have you been living in Vancouver?
I've been in Vancouver for about 3 years now. I moved here for work and have really enjoyed the changes in scenery and lifestyle.
That's great to hear. What do you like most about living there?
I love the outdoors and the beautiful nature surrounding the city. There are so many parks and mountains nearby. It's perfect for hiking and cycling.
Do you often go hiking?
Yes, I try to go at least once every couple of weeks. It's a fantastic way to clear my mind and stay active.
What about your family? Are they still in Toronto?
Yes, my parents are still there. I visit them whenever I can, and they come to visit me as well. It's nice to keep in touch, even if we are not in the same city.
That sounds lovely. Let's move to a different topic. What do you do for work?
I work as a marketing specialist for a tech company. My job involves creating campaigns to promote our products and engaging with customers online.
What do you find most challenging about your job?
I think keeping up with the latest trends can be quite challenging. The tech industry changes so fast, and we need to adapt quickly to stay relevant.
How do you keep yourself updated with these trends?
I read industry blogs, attend webinars, and follow influencers on social media. It helps me to understand what's working and what isn't.
Very proactive. What do you enjoy most about marketing?
I really enjoy the creative aspect of it. I love coming up with new ideas and seeing how well they perform. It's gratifying to see a campaign succeed.
Good to hear. Now let's talk about your hobbies. What do you do in your free time?
I like to read and listen to music. I also enjoy cooking, especially trying out new recipes.
What kind of books do you enjoy reading?
I'm really into science fiction and fantasy. Authors like Isaac Asimov and J.K. Rowling are among my favorites. Their worlds are just so imaginative.
Do you have a favorite book or series from those genres?
Definitely. The Harry Potter series has always been special to me. I grew up reading those books, and they really sparked my love for reading.
Great choice. Let's move on to part 2. Here's a task card for you to read. Please take a moment to prepare.
Silence while reading the task card.
Your task is to describe a memorable trip you took. You should include where you went, who you went with, and what you did. You have 1 minute to prepare. Please start when you're ready.
Alright. One of the most memorable trips I took was to Japan last year. I went with a few friends, and we spent about 2 weeks there. We started in Tokyo, where we explored the bustling markets and tried a lot of delicious street food. I remember visiting the Sensoji temple. It was stunning and had such a rich history. After Tokyo, we headed to Kyoto, which was so serene compared to the capital. We visited several beautiful temples, and even participated in a traditional tea ceremony. I absolutely loved the culture and the hospitality of the people we met. Every day felt like an adventure, and the cherry blossoms were in full bloom at that time, which made everything more picturesque. This trip really opened my eyes to a different way of life. By the end of our trip, I was actually a bit sad to go home, but incredibly grateful for all the experiences I had.
That sounds like a fantastic experience. What was the highlight of your trip?
I think the highlight was definitely the tea ceremony. It was such a peaceful experience and felt like an intimate way to connect with Japanese culture. It taught me a lot about patience and appreciation for the little things.
Interesting. Do you think you will travel again soon?
I really hope so. I have my eye on a trip to Europe next summer. Visiting different countries and experiencing various cultures is something I really cherish.
Now let's discuss travel in a broader context. In your opinion, How does traveling impact a person's perspective on life?
Traveling definitely broadens one's horizons. It exposes people to different cultures, ideas, and lifestyles, which can shift their viewpoints. For instance, when I traveled to Japan, I realized how different their daily life is compared to ours. It made me appreciate my own culture while being fascinated by others.
That's insightful. Do you think people travel less now due to modern technology?
In some ways, yes. With technology, we can experience cultures through online resources and social media without physically traveling. However, I believe nothing beats the real experience of being in a different place, meeting new people, and feeling the atmosphere.
I agree. Let's talk about how travel companies can attract more tourists. What strategies do you think would be effective?
Travel companies should focus more on immersive experiences rather than just sightseeing. Collaborating with local businesses to provide unique experiences, like cooking classes or cultural exchanges, could be a significant draw for tourists looking for authenticity.
That's a great point. How do you think the pandemic has changed the travel industry overall?
The pandemic has completely transformed the travel industry. Initially, it caused a huge decline in travel, but it also prompted companies to rethink their promotion strategies and focus more on health and safety. There's a greater emphasis on sustainable travel now. Many people are considering their environmental impact when traveling, which I think is a positive shift.
Interesting observations. How do you envision travel in the next decade?
I believe travel will be more personalized due to advancements in technology. With the use of AI and data analytics, companies can tailor travel experiences to individual preferences, making trips more enjoyable and fulfilling.
That's a fascinating insight. Thank you for sharing your thoughts, Alex. That brings us to the end of the speaking test.
Thank you for the opportunity.
The candidate, Alex, demonstrated a strong command of the English language, showcasing good fluency and coherence throughout the conversation. He maintained a steady flow of speech, with only minor hesitations that did not impede overall clarity. His vocabulary was quite diverse, with appropriate word choice and expressions that enhanced his responses. However, occasional lapses in grammatical accuracy, such as slight verb tense inconsistencies, were noted. Alex's pronunciation was clear and mostly natural, making it easy to understand him. His estimated band score range is 6.5 to 7.0, reflecting his ability to communicate effectively with sufficient detail while still leaving room for improvement in grammatical range. Overall, Alex's performance was commendable, particularly in his ability to elaborate on topics with personal anecdotes and reflections. Strengths lay in his fluency and vocabulary, while there is room for grammatical refinement. Thank you for practicing with this IELTS speaking mock test. Visit Spinta for more comprehensive mock tests and personalized feedback to boost your IELTS score.